Hello, this is Jen and Carrie from Lake Chelan Wine Blog. It is our virtual Sunday supper. No one's on yet.
Okay.
And we are going to be eating and drinking dinner and playing wine bingo. It's going to take a second for people to realize that we're on. Hello. Thanks for joining us. I'm Carrie. This is Jen. We are celebrating our 1-year anniversary almost of starting Lake Chelan Wine Blog. But we have to celebrate over here in Seattle because we are staying at home for social distancing and not coming to our vacation houses. So we miss you guys and we miss all the wineries. Tonight I'm going to open a Benson Vineyards 2016 Sangiovese. I was going to hang on to it for another year, but I'm craving Sangiovese so much I'm just going to go for it and drink it. Yay! And I'm in big trouble because I'm a wine blogger and I only own one of these in my house at this particular moment in time. So I had to steal it, and my boyfriend really wants to open a beer right now. And I'm like, well, you're going to have to be on camera and come get it. Sorry.
You'll have to get on there. Let's see. Come on, Bob.
So those of you that are watching, what's in your glass? Please let us know in the comments. Mine is a 2016 Sangiovese from Benson Vineyards. I'll put that up. There's nothing more fascinating than watching someone else open a bottle of wine. Hello, Michelle. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Michelle.
We are also streaming this to the Lake Chelan Wine Blog YouTube channel, but we only have about 3 fans over there. You should probably subscribe if you want to see what we're talking about. Oh, I have Rochelle.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. Rochelle is going to join us from Rocky Pond Winery. I have to find the invitation link. There it is. Okay. Yay, I'm glad Rochelle can join us. Here she is. Okay. Got it open. I normally would have decanted it, but I was kind of in a hurry because I was thirsty. And we just did wine bingo for our other blog, which is celebrating its 3rd anniversary, Woodinville Wine Blog.
Can you believe that? I can't believe it's been 3 years already.
It's because we had so much fun with all of the adventures and going to Walla Walla and Cave B Winery Hotel. And
yeah, we've had some good adventures. I seriously am missing Chelan, though. I was saying it last night, like, oh, I just miss Chelan. Oh, Barbara. Hi, Barbara. Lake Chelan Winery Chardonnay. Yum.
Barbara, did you get your bingo card? Because I emailed it to you, so I hope it's not in your spam folder. I hope it's there. Hello, Rochelle from Rocky
I'm back again.
She just
this is my computer this time.
Okay.
A different computer, you said?
Yeah, I have the oldest laptop of all time, and the last time I tried to log in on my laptop, it just shut itself down.
I bet you Carrie has an older laptop. Your laptop, Carrie has a tank of a laptop, but it's awesome.
I have
okay.
several in case
now that you're here, I'll be right back. I have to go get a different bottle of wine that I left downstairs. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Mary, did you get your bingo card? I hope so. It's in their email. I had people emailing me about 30 minutes ago, and I was frantically creating cards, but it takes a while to make sure that your cards are randomized and a little bit different from everybody else's, so everybody doesn't win all at once. And I'm not sure what the prizes are because I threw this together very, very, very quickly, but it'll obviously be some kind of Chelan wine, gift card, or bottle, or whatever. I am not much of a Chardonnay fan, Barbara, but I'm trying to learn to like it. And I definitely tasted Lake Chelan's when I was there. I'm going to mute Jen. Okay. I have this fancy black and white hat that I wear to Lake Chelan in the summer when I come visit. And I am going to I printed out my little words. And I listed, who am I getting background noise from? It was Rochelle. Okay.
There's football happening here.
Oh, is it reruns?
Reruns, yeah.
What are you drinking, Rochelle? And what are you?
I had to switch. I really, honestly, I kept trying to like that Zinfandel, and it just wasn't doing it. So I switched to a martini.
Oh, nice. I wasn't feeling cocktails today, maybe because I wasn't out in the sun recently. Okay. So the way bingo is going to work is I very well might have the same words on multiple spaces on your card because I kept thinking Chardonnay and putting it on there. So if you have 2 spaces on the card, fill them up both out and you can win faster. Yay! And when Jen comes back, I'm going to ask her what she's cooking for dinner or having cooked for her. And there she is. I didn't mute Jen, I muted Rochelle. All right. Are you guys grilling tonight? Everybody over in Woodinville during our last chat was grilling for sure.
I'm not grilling. I made sweet pulled pork tacos in the crock pot today, so we're having that. And I'm drinking this Hard Rodaho lickety split. So we'll see. I have not opened this yet.
Back to the phone.
Oh, you're
Ooh.
yeah. That works better. Were you getting lag in the computer?
No, my computer, it's the weirdest thing. It literally just shuts itself off. It does not like StreamYard. Oh, well.
Oh no. Well, your
Weird.
phone looks good.
I didn't know you could
Yeah.
use it with the phone. That's good to know. I had no idea. Awesome. Then you just have battery problems to worry about. So if everybody who's
Right.
watching has your cards, I'm going to start our little wine bingo game. And we're going to chat as we go and eat and drink. And I don't want to be the only person drinking on camera. Don't judge me.
Ooh,
Oh.
okay. I'll try that
That is
Chard.
really good.
I don't usually like it either. I wonder if it's a stainless steel Chardonnay.
So, okay, I'm randomly drawing something out of my... This really needs to be a top hat. Oh, I bet most of you have the word Chardonnay, speaking of which, on your cards. Let's see. Cross it off, fill it out, yay. And I'm going to, when I made these cards up, I thought of the Chelan restaurants and bars and wineries and names of wines, but I wasn't sure if Senor Frogs is still called Senor Frogs and still open. I think it is. Is BC McDonald's still called BC McDonald's? Because when I used to go to it, it was called Gucci's. Thank you very much. I don't know.
So funny.
I just drew Blueberry Hills, everybody's favorite breakfast restaurant. No offense to Apple Cup Cafe. I love you too. Blueberry Hills. Let me type these so everybody knows. I bet most of you have that on your card.
Have you been to a Shot of Gratitude?
No.
It's so good.
Okay,
It's
wait. Is that the tiny little is it like a tiny kind of house turned into a
Yep, it's right up the street from Rocky Pond on the same
Yep.
side of the street.
I've
One
been
block
there.
away from Campbell's. Oh, it's so good.
so good. Yeah, I just forgot the name of it, but I've been there. I loved that place.
Is that
So
different
good.
than Riverwalk Cafe?
Is that where I'm thinking of maybe?
I thought Riverwalk Cafe was in this cute little house too. Maybe they both are. Maybe some of our watchers can educate me on that. Okay. What do I have next? Did you know that if you bring blueberry dogs to the Blueberry Hills outdoor patio, they will give them a bone marrow to chew on the entire time? So now I
Wow.
can take my dogs there because they expect it every time, and it's kind of disgusting to hear them chewing on it.
Oh my gosh, that's really sweet that they do that. That place is awesome.
I just drew sparkling wine. And who is thinking of which Chelan winery makes sparkling wine by the truckloads? Rocky Pond does a sparkling wine also. But I was also thinking of Karma Vineyards, that are known for their crazy amounts of sparkling wine, and they can it too in their French kiss.
Ooh.
I drank all mine up. I'm going to have to order some more. Anybody watching here have sparkling wine on your card? Michelle or Barbara or Mary? I'm going to draw another one. Interesting to see what's going on here. Canned wine. Speaking of canned wine, and please educate me, those of you that are watching, I only know of 2 canned wines from Chelan, unless Rocky Pond does one.
Not yet.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Lake Chelan Winery does a canned one called Beach something, Beach Wine.
Wine, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Karma cans their French Kiss sparkling rosé and their rosé, etc. Let's see what I draw next. This is all randomized, and I'm trying to stir it every time, and these papers are sticking together. Ah! The next one is Alta Cellars
Yay.
by a lady that used to live in Woodinville.
I didn't know that.
She used to live in my neighborhood.
Really?
We went to the school my kids went to, but we don't know each other. Beach days.
Wow.
Yes, beach days.
Beach days. That's it.
I haven't tasted it yet because when we buy wine from wineries, we get an industry discount, which is very kind of them. And so we're not going to just dig in and start drinking it. We're going to photograph it a couple times, video it, promote it, put it in the Instagram story, and then we can open it. So when I opened the Spenson Vineyards, I had to go check and make sure we had taken pictures of it before, so that I wasn't just like, thank you, fine. Because we really like to help promote Chelan wineries to tourists that haven't been there before and sell lots of delicious wine, especially now in this difficult time. We don't want winery employees getting laid off or being unemployed. No.
Everything I've heard from our Chelan people is they're slamming, not
Really?
busy because people don't come in, but
Right.
they're getting people drive-ups all day, every day. They're still manning the tasting room, drive-up orders.
Wow.
It's
I just drew, speaking of bars, Senor Frogs, which is where I had my wedding reception after party because we went to whatever BC McDonald's was at the time, and I'm in a wedding dress, and I got 20 bridesmaids and ushers and etc. with me, and they're all thirsty, and they're like, "Oh, there's a cover charge." I'm like, "What? Okay, there's a cover charge for them, but not for the bride." They're like, "Yeah, there's a cover charge." I'm like, "No, it's my wedding day, and I'm bringing 25 people."
Right.
We like to sing your frogs, and they were like, "Come on in." We're like, "What? We will." And we spent thousands of dollars, so they're smart for letting us in.
That's cool.
Tipsy Canyon is here! Yay!
Hi. Cheers.
Tipsy Canyon, one of these has your winery's name on it, and it's on almost every card. So someone is going to win this bingo. And I just drew a restaurant that I love going to in Manson, Winemaker's Grill at Wapato Point Cellars. Went there this winter with Courtney when we came to cover Winterfest, and oh, we had such a good meal. Even though we had to be indoors because it was winter. Fine. Yeah. We have to go eat on their patio, and they have the most beautiful wisteria out front. I am so
that's right. I forgot about that. Tipsy Canyon, I have to say, I'm obsessed with your rosé right now. It's just so good.
Are you playing along? I don't think I made cards for marking. Okay. I'm drawing one out of my hat. It is Riverwalk Cafe, which I now wonder is
funny.
And that's in a little house. I don't know.
That might be what I was thinking of.
I don't know.
So a shot of gratitude is the bar where you walk in and there's all kinds of signage like bachelor parties not allowed, don't come.
No way. I don't think that's the same place.
Maybe they borrowed the sign from BC McDonald's on my wedding day.
It's pretty funny. It's good.
Okay, I'm drawing something else. I just drew Rocky Pond. Go figure. Nice. Rocky Pond. I am all out of Rocky Pond whites because it got warm in Seattle this week, and so I was out there drinking white wines, and I'm completely out. Sad. I shouldn't be such a wino, but you know, it's kind of my job. Anybody have Rocky Pond who's playing along? I
do.
Yay! Our next one is, I added a bar name that only locals will know, My Buddy's Place. It's an ingenious bar name in Manson, because when you ask your wife, where are you going? To My Buddy's Place. Oh, okay, you're probably not at a bar drinking. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I've never personally been in there because it doesn't look like a place I might want to go by myself. Without my boyfriend.
Good food.
Then I'll have to go. Do they have fish and chips? Okay.
I think they do.
So the first time I ever went officially wine tasting back in the day, over 15, 20 years ago, whatever, I went to Vin du Lac, and they served me a type of wine I'd never had before, a Viognier.
Mm-hmm.
And that is our word for the moment. And I bet
Vianney.
all of you, yes, have that on your card. Yay.
Yay.
We might have a winner already. Probably not. Hasn't been very long. Those of you just joining us, if you don't have a bingo card, sorry. And those of you that tried to get one, check your spam folder if you didn't get it. Hopefully it got to you in your email. And I just drew one of my favorite wines, Tempranillo. Who is your favorite Tempranillo from the Valley?
Ooh, that's a good question.
We have a lot of Tempranillo here in Woodinville as well. And I have a nice collection of it waiting to have a wine industry tasting party as soon as it's safe to have people over in my backyard again. I'm going to open up about 20 bottles of it and go hog wild. And I might not spit and dump because I live here. Okay, next up. Brut. Which I threw this in because of the Brut wines at Karma Vineyards, which are delicious. And I bet most of you had Brut because it was a short, easy word to type, and I was up making these bingo cards at midnight after drinking lots of wine. So, spelling errors, sorry. Okay, next up, we have Syrah. Not my favorite kind of wine. I'm working on it. I'm expanding my palate. But if I'm going to like it, I'm pretty sure Chelan wines are going to convince me because it is perfect growing conditions for Syrah, isn't it? Yum. Okay.
I think Compass can help you out with that.
All right. I just drew Wapato Point Cellars, and they have the most beautiful wine labels. I love them. I haven't shopped for much of their wine except for online because when you're there at the restaurant, you're trying to get seated and there's not really a place to shop for them. But I have drank lots of cocktails at the bar at that restaurant. Oh, no. Their wines are good besides the labels being pretty. Okay, I'm trying to stir these up to keep it fair. Oh no, I'm hoping I don't. Oh, good. There's one I'm worried about pronouncing if I pull it, and it starts with the letter G. Can you guess what I'm worried about pronouncing? But I just drew Cabernet Franc. Is there a lot of Cabernet Franc in Chelan? Because there sure is a Woodinville. And I was a huge Cabernet Franc fan a couple of years ago and drank it almost exclusively, and then I kind of burned out on it. So I'm taking a little break. I'm going to check and make sure no one... There we go. Nope, no one else wants to join us. All righty. Ooh, well, if I was rich, I would buy one. These are sticking together. Sorry for licking my fingers on camera. How rude. Chenin Blanc. Chenin Blanc. We have one in Chelan. I'm not sure. Rocky Pond does not do a Chenin Blanc, I don't think.
No, we don't do a Chenin Blanc, but Sarah just mentioned the lots. I think there's 2 left as far as I know. There may be more coming online, but they are at the site of the brand new wineries. So they are south of the vineyards, and I think they're even south, just south of Sun Cove.
Okay. Wow.
The people that just joined us, we're Jen and Carrie from Lake Chelan Wine Blog and Rochelle from Rocky Pond Winery, and I'm drinking a Benson Vineyards Sangiovese that is so amazing. I'm going to where's my camera? It is so good. I'm very impressed. Wow. I'm going to have to reorder it because I just drank it up. Ancestry has a Chenin Blanc. Of course. Yes. I need to grab one because we're going to do an article about Chenin Blanc. Right. And Ancestry is another winemaker that came over from Woodinville and used to live near me, but I didn't know him back in the day.
Are they making their wines in Woodinville, or are they making their wines in Chelan?
That is a good question. Don't know. I didn't ask him when I talked to him last time.
I for some reason thought they were making them over on the west side somewhere, but I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and check.
It would seem like
I think they still are making them
on this
Truth Teller. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just drew a winery I have not visited yet, One Wines Inc. It is a female winemaker. The owner is Joe. And she's just up the street from Rocky Pond.
Yeah.
Did anybody have that on your bingo card?
No.
Those
I did.
joining us, I'm drawing bingo terms named after Chelan restaurants and wineries out of a hat. And I just drew, Pinot Noir.
Yum.
We grow very good Pinot Noir in Chelan, don't we? And people are very, very proud of it. Yes, it should be. Hello, John. Welcome. And thank you for joining us. I'm drawing another one because we don't have any winners yet. And again, if you have the same spot on your card twice, you're going to win sooner. Pinot Gris. Let me spell that because that is, I don't want people to be confused with the other one that I have. Pinot Grigio. Pinot Gris. I like the Pinot Grigio from Chelan Cellars, and I'm trying to remember if they also do a Pinot Gris, but I don't think so because that's the French style, right?
I don't know if they do.
Maybe someone can tell me that's watching.
I think Italian versus otherworldly pronunciation. I think it's the only difference. I think Italians prefer Pinot Grigio.
So it's not a great different. Okay.
Not that I know of. Don't quote me on that. Not that I know of.
I just drew Grenache. Off the top of my head, I'm not thinking of a Grenache in particular from Chelan. I need to revisit that. Does anybody have Grenache? I think I put it on 4 or 5 cards randomly, giving everybody the same chance of winning. I just drew Cabernet Sauvignon. Almost like Washington's, just we're so good at it. And I love having it on hand for parties because anybody that comes to your house that maybe can't deal with my fancy Malbec and Barberas could be like, oh, caps off. Thank God I know what that is.
Yeah, for sure. That's what we give most of the time. When I ask my friends, they say that that's their preference.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to draw another one. It is, oh, no. Okay. Gewürztraminer. How'd I do?
Good job.
Good.
Now, do we have several of those in Chelan? It seems like a Leavenworth thing. I don't know. Just because it has a German-sounding name.
Right.
It's personally too sweet for me, but I know I have some relatives that are big fans of wines that are a little more, softer, sweeter. Yeah. Now, I think I spelled it right, but I didn't have the accent marks on it. Sorry, don't know how to find those on my keyboard after drinking Sangiovese. And Pinot Grigio, which I was just talking about from Chelan Cellars, my favorite. Pinot Grigio. I did not know anything about how to create bingo cards, so I don't know the statistics, like how many names you have to pull from before someone can win on a 5x5 grid. This will be an interesting experiment, and thanks everybody for playing along and being patient with me with our first wine bingo, customized to your city. Woo! Your wine valley. And next is Merlot. I like Merlot, and I'm tired of people griping about it. I'm not tired of it.
It gets a bad rap unfairly.
It's so food friendly.
I know.
Just because I don't have Merlot in my glass right now because I'm worshiping the Sangiovese. We were hoping to have Lacey from Cardis join us, but I understand that she has 2 small children, and it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon, so I don't think she could make it after all. We missed you, Lacey. We'll do it again. And I just drew Riesling. Lots of good Riesling in Chelan, and especially in summertime. I bet you guys sell so much of that to tourists in the summer because it's hot and cold wine and delicious. Bingo! We have a winner, Michelle.
Ooh, Michelle, congrats.
Congratulations. I will get a hold of you, and I think I have your email address.
That's awesome. Michelle, I wonder if you're playing with your family. I think someone else with the same last name just followed us on Instagram.
Oh, nice.
Is that someone in your house, maybe?
We actually had several people email me from East Wenatchee who are playing with friends or family members that are with them.
That is cool.
And so there's groups of people that wanted 4 or 5 bingo cards so their friends could play along. So I was making bingo cards, people. So we go for the second winner before we in tonight's chat? I bet somebody else, when we did it for Woodinville an hour ago, 2 people won right away.
Yeah, let's keep going. Let's get a runner up.
That's a good one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Someone was making a joke about their daughter. I'm guessing that it's a daughter. That's hysterical.
Family.
Oh my gosh.
I just drew Sauvignon Blanc. I must have been thinking of white wines when I was up at midnight creating this game. I was very thirsty, and I bet a lot of you have that. In fact, I bet there's a card where I put it twice because I was like, that's a long word to type. I'm going to type it twice. I don't know. Next up, we have Amos Rome Vineyards, and we're dying to see their new tasting room.
We can't wait to get back there.
Is it High Blossom? What's
I don't know.
I just got to know about it. It was like Blossom. I don't know. I'm sure they're going to correct me later and let me know what it's called. The Amos Rome was not on a lot of your cards, so I'm not sure we're going to have a second runner-up winner just because I added that.
I've never heard of that vineyard.
Oh, we gotta go when we're out in Cheyenne sometime.
As soon as we can, we're going to do some road trips and kidnap you, Rochelle.
Yeah, for sure.
I just drew Petit Verdot, and I'm pretty sure nobody in Chelan does 100% Petit Verdot, but it is a blending grape, and some people use 3%, 4, some people use 8 or 9%, but that's, woo! Petit Verdot, does anybody have that on your card? Whoops, I need to type it. And everybody that's watching, I'd like to know what's in your glass right now, and if you're not drinking, shame on you, go open some wine. It's a beautiful Sunday. Okay, I'm going to draw another one so we can get a second runner-up. BC McDonald's. Is it still called that? I think so. The last 2 times I went to Chelan, it was winter, and they weren't open, and Campbell's was, so we went to Campbell's instead and had a great meal.
Now, is BC McDonald's over the ice cream shop right there on the corner?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that the Gordon Ramsay one?
He did an episode there trying to rescue whoever that is. Oh, she's drinking Cardis, yes. I just
my
Four Lakes Winery. And boy, am I glad I had an SUV when I drove all the way up the hill.
Really?
Because I barely made it. It's so steep when you're driving up there. And the view up there is just as stunning as canyons, just in a different area. Stunning view. Amazing. And they had a white Merlot. I'd never tried a white Merlot before. I can't say I was a fan of it, but that just means I don't know what I'm drinking because I've never, had a white Merlot before. Okay, I'm going to draw something else. I'm shuffling. I'm kind of scooping around here. And I just drew Nefarious Cellars. I've never done an official tasting there because every time we go to Chelan with cameras and stuff, their tasting room is full of people. And we don't want to be obnoxious bloggers. So we leave and go buy the wine at Red Apple Market instead. I'm sure several of you have them on your card. Let's see. What's everybody's favorite wine from Nefarious? I know a cute blogger, and I love her dearly. She calls them nefarious, and that makes them sound even more nefarious. Like, ooh. I just drew Fielding Hills Winery, Nefarious's neighbor. Well, how convenient. Karen from Fielding Hills has been so nice to me. I love it. Although I was laughing because when I went in there, I dropped off my business card, and the whatever tasting room employee was there was kind of new, and he was like, "What do you want me to do with this?" And I'm like, "Throw it away after I leave." I pretend to look at it and care. Like, sorry.
Well, at least I asked you, and he didn't just hand it back to you.
Yeah. Sigilo Cellars. Is that still the newest tasting room in Chelan? I believe so. At the Lakeside School building that's beautifully restored. And Jen has been to their, it's Clark's in Snoqualmie.
They're in Snoqualmie. Yeah, that's fun. I go there quite a bit. They've got live music, and I love their wines are good. And it's 5 minutes from my house, so.
John is our second runner up. John,
yay, congrats.
What was the one that pushed you over? Was it Fielding Hills or Sigilo Cellars? Yay, we have 2 winners. John, I will get a hold of you to arrange your wine prize that you just won. Some delicious Chelan wine of some sort. I haven't figured that part out yet. Yay! So we have 2 winners. And are they both from the Childers family? I believe so.
Nice.
Congratulations. Thanks for playing along. How close did you get, Jen and Rochelle?
I had one left in two rows.
I wasn't too close. I had a couple that had 2 left.
Was there anything on your card, everybody that's watching, that you hadn't seen or didn't know about? If you're locals, you've heard of it. You're like, yeah, that's that winery. But we have some people watching and playing along that are not from Chelan and they're just interested in your wines. Was there anything on your card that you were intrigued by? Like, what? Or did I misspell anything and you're laughing at me and telling me to drink less when I type?
No, I didn't notice anything.
We wanted to. Oh, Marcella's. I spelled Marcella's wrong. It's 1 L. It's a
I
delicious
love Marcella's. My gosh, I have a funny story about Marcella's. I went to Chelan with a couple of my friends for like a girls' weekend escape, and I had just done a competition. So I had been dieting for like 4 months, really like harshly, and I hadn't. And that was my first restaurant. I ate at Marcella's like 3 times in a weekend. It was ridiculous. One of my friends was like, "Oh my God, how do you eat? Like I've never seen any person eat so much at one time ever." I was like,
for those of you that don't know, Jen is a competitive bodybuilder, and so it's hard for her to go out on wine blogging trips because I'm eating all this delicious food at your wonderful Chelan restaurants, and she can't really partake. And I'm like, sorry, I'm not really enjoying this, but I am.
It's okay. I make up for it clearly later on.
Yay.
Jen, I didn't know you did that. How long have you been doing it for?
Oh, I've been doing that for a couple of years, like 3 years.
That's some dedication. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's fun though. I take some of the time off. I'm not always doing that year round, but
Right.
half the time I do that, and then the other half the time I'm drinking wine. Like no.
Right. And I feel like the second you get off stage, the first thing you eat is always a burger.
Yeah, a lot of times it's a burger, or I crave like I'll crave Mexican food or burgers. Usually that's what it is, and wine and like an old fashioned.
Ooh.
Right? Doesn't that sound good?
Do you guys have any distilleries in Chelan that we should know about? Over here, we have Woodinville Whiskey Company, my favorite. We have J.P. Trodden, which is becoming my next favorite. We have
Wildwood.
Mm-hmm.
We have a couple others, I think, that we haven't been to.
And we have been falling down on the job on actually blogging, Barbara, but thank you for saying that. I just posted a blog post yesterday. We hadn't posted since September, but we're really active on Facebook and especially on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
But once the coronavirus, whatever's happening, and we're allowed to go back to Chelan again because we have vacation houses there, then we will carefully come over and blog the heck out of it so that other people know how awesome Chelan is and that they should buy Chelan wine and keep these wineries in business. I want to thank everybody for showing up. And if you have any final questions, now's your chance, or else I'm going to go eat the dinner that my boyfriend just made for me of Costco quiche. Heat it up. And salad.
Bye. Thanks for joining us, Rochelle. It was good to see you.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see
All
you
right. Bye.
again next week if enough people want to participate.
Sounds good.
And broadcast.